So let's think about, so obviously the McKinseys, the Accentures, the Deloittes, and everybody has, there's a lot of prediction reports out these days, right? And a lot of their predictions are also very similar to what we're talking about, whether it be AI, security, and they do build it. A lot of what I've read is very much focused on, I wouldn't say scare tactics, but there's definitely a focus of security, right? Like everybody, I think there's nobody that the issue of connectivity is pretty much universally, everybody wants connectivity. I don't think there's anybody that doesn't want that. But now the control point of who controls the connectivity and who controls what rides the connectivity, I think is the biggest issue. What have you guys seen from your readings of other predictions that are happening that you think, yep, that's really going to happen, or that's just a big consultant giving an opinion that's trying to stir the pot?
I don't know if I'm necessarily going to answer your question, Nick, but if we get back to, predictions of connectivity and what does 2024 look like. And, you really started this with the funding that is just insane out there. I would probably say and predict with the ratification of 6 gigahertz with wireless broadband, I think with BEAD funding out there and federal subsidy, I think we're going to see like 15 to 20% of BEAD projects and connectivity go fixed wireless access with 6 gigahertz products, because you're getting gigabit like speeds over the air. The technology has advanced so much that we are going to have that faster, connectivity with 6 gigahertz available. I know I just feel it.
I would say that enables a lot of businesses in terms of flexibility. Think of the things you can do with wireless everywhere, whether it's metro or whether it's local kiosks at the state fair, or whether it's opening up a new branch or any of the above. All of these things become a whole lot simpler and a whole lot more productive just based upon the new bandwidth.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I think, maybe a thing that's kind of, sort of fake news, Nick, is that like all that money is going to come down and there's going to be all this fiber deployed and everything going forward is always going to be fiber. And I mean, we're in the fiber business, and so obviously we're going to push that. But I think what we're seeing is like the advancement in the wireless technologies. Fiber will always be an enabler for that. But I think exactly how you solve to getting to the house or to the endpoint, wireless is going to continue to play an important role. And I think, like in BEAD projects, especially, like some of those places are just too remote to make it make any sense to run the amount of fiber you have to run to connect every single house to fiber. So if you want to get every single house connected, you can't just come to the game and be like, fiber is my only solution. So I think creative solutions are going to continue to have an important role, and whether it's in BEAD or just in business applications, manufacturing, IoT kind of applications, it's going to continue to have a role, even though you hear a lot of people right now preaching, it's got to all be fiber, I think. And even copper is still going to have some kind of a role in the future. So it isn't just going to all go fiber all of a sudden. We're going to be working in a blend.
Yeah, I think you have to in order to accomplish the mission. I was at a few conferences this year. I saw one speaker come up and their big mantra was, we have to prepare all of our residences and our homes in our rural areas. The metaverse requires us to have this much we need to be gig symmetrical because the metaverse requires us. I'm like, what are you talking about? Are we trying to accomplish delivering the metaverse to people, or are we trying to deliver internet speeds to people so they can get emails, apply for jobs, maybe do telemedicine, things like that? I think you have to have the right tool for the right job. Wireless, fiber, they're both going to be leveraged in a big role in 2024 here.